Salut à tous, donc pour cette nouvelle interview pour Globe MMA, je suis en compagnie de Joe Duffy. Thank you very much, Joe, for this interview.
Thank you.
So, Joe, you are not Irish?
No, I'm Canadian Joe now, apparently.
Yeah. What was your reaction when you heard what Conor said about that? The fact you are not Irish, you know?
I didn't look too much into it. Obviously, Conor's got his opinion on things, but you know, all my family and friends up in Donegal, they know where I'm from.
Yeah, of course. So, just to remind all the fans that you are the last man to beat Conor McGregor. It was back in 2010 in Cage Warriors. Do you have good memory of this fight?
Yeah. I can remember the fight quite clearly. My first fight for Cage Warriors after the Ultimate Fighter. So yeah, it was a good start back for me. Good start back onto one of the major shows, and you know, I feel that got the ball rolling into, you know, the rest of my Cage Warrior career again.
So what is your background and what is your record today?
I started off with Taekwondo, kickboxing. I had a few full contact kickboxing fights, classical jiu-jitsu. I've been studying that since I was 9, 10. Then obviously I went into MMA, and from there then switched over to pro boxing for a little while, and I'm back here, back in MMA.
So today you are a UFC fighter, lightweight division. So you are 2-0 at UFC, and you are 15-1. That's your record.
Tell you the truth, I forget. I think it's 15-1. It's either 14-1 or 15-1, but I lost track.
Yeah. So I remember this UFC conference, the Go Big conference. You stayed very calm, you know, regarding regarding the show of Conor McGregor. And what is funny is that you, as I said before, you are the last man to beat him, and you had you could talk, you know, a lot of things to him, to shut his mouth, but you didn't. Why?
That's not really my style. Obviously, you know, Conor was chatting away that day. He was talking trash to a lot of the fighters, but you know, I'm just going to go out there and be me. I don't feel there's I gain anything from, you know, trying to put on any persona or anything else. I feel that you know, the fans take to me just for who I am. So you know, that's what I want to stay true to.
And how do you think for a rematch? You know, what would be the result, or what could happen for a rematch between you and him?
I feel like I can beat Conor anyway. There's not any area in particular I feel he's better than me. So you know, I'm pretty confident if that fight was to take place, that, you know, I'd win it quite comfortably.
So your next challenge will be a fight against Dustin Poirier. It will be the main event for the UFC Dublin, October the 24th. So you'll fight in your home country. Are you happy, you know, to fight there? Yeah,
it's hugely exciting for me. You know, fighting on Cage Warriors, I got to fight in Ireland a few times, but to headline a UFC event in Dublin is going to be pretty special. You know, so we'll have the home crowd and, you know, a lot of friends and family traveling for this one, so it's going to be incredible.
So how is your preparation? Your training at TriStar? How is it today?
Yeah, practice is going perfect. Everything seems to be slotting into place just at the right time. And I'm feeling sharp. I think come next week, when the fight comes, I'm going to be firing on all cylinders.
So for how long have you been training here at TriStar?
Pretty much since my debut in March. I think I came out here at the beginning of February. So on and off, obviously after the fights, I've been going back to London to my girlfriend. But the majority of my time this year has been spent here in TriStar. Okay, so and for the future, you'll stay here? Yeah, for the future, after this fight now, my girlfriend will be moving out here also, so I'll be here full time now, and you know, in between camps, I'll be working on my game a little bit more as well, so it's going to be perfect. Dustin Poirier is a well-rounded fighter. What is his weakness? Obviously, I'm not going to give away too much, but again, it's the same thing I say every fight. I feel like I can win this fight anywhere. I'm very confident in my game in all areas, and Dustin's no different. You know, he's a great fighter, but I feel like I got the tools to get the job done.
All right. And what are your predictions for the fight, for the upcoming fight between Conor and Jose Aldo at UFC 194?
I don't know. It's hard to say. At first, I was predicting Conor by stoppage, and I still leaning towards that. I think over 5 rounds. I think that plays into Conor's game, but Jose is a very well-rounded fighter, so it'll be interesting to see his game plan, and yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that fight.
Do you have other hobbies than martial arts?
Yeah, you know, outside of training, I try to catch up with family and friends as much as possible. You know, I like to get home when I can back to Ireland, and you know, obviously this is a 24/7 job, so it's not as easy to do that, and you know, you need to keep working, otherwise you get left behind. So it's not as easy as that, but outside of that, I like to follow, you know, the national team in different sports as well, rugby, football, you know, that type of thing.
Are you talking about rugby right now?
Yeah, rugby would be the main one. Outside of MMA, I'd be a big rugby fan.
Yeah, I'm pissed because we lost at the World Cup against Ireland.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game. It was an exciting game. So, you know, again, another tough match now in Argentina. But, you know, I feel like Ireland are doing well, but, you know, they suffered a lot of casualties on the field on the weekend, so, you know, we'll see.
Best of luck for your fight against Dustin Poirier. Thank you very much for your time, for this interview for Globe MMA, and all the best.
Thank you. Thank you.